Hi everyone, George here, and today's a special day because I'm going away on holiday, or vacation if you're one of my American friends. And I just wanted to show you kind of a bit of preparation of what I do with my aquascapes at home in order for them to hopefully survive the 7 days that I'm going to be away, absolutely untouched. I've not got any neighbours around, no friends. I'm just leaving 3 aquascapes all to their own devices for 7 days, and hopefully they'll all be fine when I get back. I'll just run through what I do on each scape, and hopefully you can learn something, maybe apply some of these techniques to your own tanks when you go away on vacation or holiday. So let's start off with my Aquascaper 1200, and the biggest thing I did in order for it to kind of be okay for 7 days is adjust the lighting. At the moment I'm running 2 Kessel A360 WE tuner suns for 8 hours on 50%. What I've done is turned it down to 5 hours at 30%. Now what that means is the plants won't need as much nutrients, so I can get away with hopefully kind of triple dosing my daily amount this evening before I go away, and then hopefully that will provide enough nutrients for the whole week so the plants won't go too hungry. Now leading up to today, I've been deliberately overfeeding the fish, feeding them 3 or 4 times every day for the last few days, and that's just going to keep them hopefully well fed and not too hungry for the period that I'm away. Now they're all healthy, they're all quite fat already, and there's so much life going on in here. If they're super hungry, they can just eat algae, cocopods, you know, microfauna, maybe even baby shrimp if they get really hungry. There's a self-sustaining colony in here. So interestingly about the shrimp, I have noticed a decline in population now. I think it might be the warm weather that we're experiencing, lower oxygen levels, maybe the fish's appetite as well goes up. In fact, the fish's appetite does go up in warmer weather, the more the temperature of the tank, the more they metabolize, the more nutrients they need. So I'm wondering if they're also eating the shrimp. Anyway, so that's it. I did a huge water change, at about 70% water change yesterday, adjusted the lighting. I'll triple dose the fertilizer this evening, and then I've also topped up, I'll probably top it up even further this evening all the way to the top of the tank, and that's to compensate for the evaporation that I experienced during the 7 days. So fingers crossed when I get back this scape will still be looking as good as this. But yeah, it's a nice scape, isn't it guys? Running over 6 months now. Thanks to everyone that commented on my last video about how long I should keep it going for. Should I rescape it or should I keep it going? The vast majority of you said that you wanted me to keep it going, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, let's move on to my Blackwater scape. Okay, here we have the Aquascaper 600 Blackwater scape. There's a few videos on this now, so just check out my video list and you'll see the whole creation and updates, etc. Pretty much fully stocked now with fish. I've got glow light tetras, Bolivian rams, a pistogramma, a flash plec, a banjo catfish, and then the other day I got some hatchets. Now they're quite small, they're quite juvenile at the moment, but there's 7 in there altogether, and I absolutely love them. I think they're so cool. They seem to be loving hanging around in the frog bit roots there. Now there is, you know, conflicting kind of things about them jumping, but I'm fairly confident with all the floating plants, hopefully they won't want to be jumping out. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Have you had hatchets and in an open top tank? Always interested to know your thoughts. So yeah, I did a water change on this again, about 50%. It's reduced the tannins obviously by diluting the water. Again, topped it up all the way to the top pretty much. I'll probably top it up again tonight to compensate for the evaporation. And again, I'll dose a load more than I usually do the liquid fertilizers, and I'll reduce the photo period from 8 hours to 5 hours. But it's not a heavily planted tank. I mean, the frog bit will suffer without any fertilizer for more than a couple of weeks, but I'm sure this tank will be absolutely fine. Fish are just so great. I will do a proper update on this with my SLR at some point because it is looking really nice. Definitely one that looks better once it gets more mature, this scape. What do you think, guys? Do you like it? I really like it on the table. It does have a cabinet, but that's currently at Ryan's at Aqua Depot. He's looking after it for me. Still, I need to go down and collect it. But yeah, just again, I've been feeding the fish deliberately more than I usually do, just to keep them kind of stocked up for their 7-day break. Frog bit's going absolutely crazy in here. Kind of removing a handful every week, which is great because the frog bit is any floating plant is great at removing nutrients. It's obviously really close to the light there, so it's getting so much growth. There's unlimited access to CO2 in the air. The roots produce oxygen, which is obviously beneficial for the whole aquarium system. Provides shelter and security for the fish, in particular the hatchets, which are surface dwellers. So yeah, just a quick update for you guys. Hopefully again this will be looking just as sweet when I get back. Okay, let's move on to the Budgetscape. Okay, here we are. Budgetscape is looking good. Crypts are going a bit crazy. Oh, the Scarlet Baddis is out. Let's see if we can get a close up. Beautiful little fish. There we go. Love this fish. A little bit bright. So, plants are super healthy. Getting a little bit of, looks like some snails are eating the Staragini maybe. There are quite a lot of snails in there. But overall health is really good. So yesterday I did another big water change on this, topped it all the way to the top to again compensate for evaporation. I'll do a big dose of liquid fertiliser before I go and reduce the lighting from 8 hours to 5 hours. So that's pretty much my regime for when I leave the tanks for anything longer than a few days and there's no one to look after them. So I guess the biggest kind of fears I have is a power cut and the equipment not starting up again properly. Just equipment failure in general. If a filter fails, then that's a disaster. If the lighting fails for a week, that's not actually too much of a disaster. You can, mature healthy plants will go surprisingly long with no issues without any light at all. In fact, it is a kind of top tip for some aquascapers. When they have super bad algae, they'll just turn the lights off for a few weeks, and when they turn them on again, yeah, the plants are a bit ropey, but the algae's disappeared, and then hopefully the plants will just spring back to life, no problem. So something worth considering, guys, if you want to give that a try. I've never actually done it yet. I've thankfully never really had that much of an algae issue. Do you remember I had BBA in here? I don't know if some of you guys may remember one of the first couple of videos I did of this Budgetscape. Had really bad BBA on the wood. But I bleached it, and since then the wood has been absolutely spotless. Not a scrape of algae on there. So, interesting one. Don't know if there's like a tiny residual amount of bleach that's been soaked into the wood, which is preventing the algae, but not enough bleach to cause any kind of detriment to the system. So yeah, something worth thinking about. Okay guys, I've got a super exciting thing to show you right now. This is just an added treat for the video, just bear with me. So if you just go outside, I want to show you guys, those that follow me on Facebook, my personal account, might have seen this photo already. Basically this is a pallet from Evolution Aqua, and it has, I'm really excited about this, an Aquascaper 900 with cabinet. The cabinet's flat packed, which I'm going to have to build myself. And I know it's a bit boring to look at, guys, but hopefully me telling you about it might excite you. So Aquascaper 900, Tobacco Halifax Oak Cabinet, Evolution Aqua lighting and hanging kit, 2 Kessel A360 WE tuna suns, litres of Aquascaper complete liquid plant food, and yeah, just a real nice present from Evolution Aqua. And I'm going to do a really kind of detailed series on how to aquascape it, and I'll cover everything from lighting, filtration, substrate, fertilizers, the aquascape itself, how to choose the aquascape. I'll be asking you guys for some ideas as well of how should I scape it. So this is what you see when you walk in my house, the first thing you see. I don't know if you guys know I'm a photographer as well. I've got loads of these. This is quite cool as well. This is from a holiday in Duckpool Beach in Cornwall. This is one of my landscape photos. Really into landscapes, just don't get a chance to do much of it these days. What else can I show you? It's interesting for you guys maybe. Got a load of nice prints up here as well. So this is from an Aquascaper 1500 Islandscape, Celestial Pearl Danio, Gold Tetra, Shoulder Gold Tetras. This is cool, check this guy out. Mud Skipper. So these are all my own photos, guys, and my partner Emma is going to be hopefully setting up an Etsy shop soon to sell these prints. So if you are interested in this sort of thing, let me know, and when the time's right I'll post a link to the Etsy shop and you can buy some prints from me, and maybe even for special customers I'll sign them if that's something that you might be interested in. So let me know in the comments. Now before I go, I wanted to show you this. You might have spotted it earlier. I have an empty Aquascaper 300 cube here. Now, a couple of options. 3 options in fact I'm thinking of. A dedicated shrimp tank, ideally bee shrimp, crystal reds or something like that. A betta tank, so a fighter, betta, beta. David Attenborough pronounces it betta, so that's what I'm sticking to. A Aquascape, so real kind of bold hardscape, maybe cool plants, but something suitable for a betta. Or finally, and something that people are asking a lot about, a dwarf puffer aquascape. Now I did do a dwarf puffer aquascape in here months ago. It is in one of my old videos, check it out. Now that was super popular, but I didn't leave it running for long enough. I think I was away from home too much and I couldn't give the fish the attention they deserved, so I think I stripped it down and I gave the fish away. So that's another option, dwarf puffer. So 3 options, guys: bee shrimp, betta or dwarf puffer. Let me know in the comments which you'd like me to scape. Okay guys, I'm going to sign off now. Let's just go in the garden. Such a beautiful day. Having a heat wave here in the UK. I think it was 34 degrees Celsius here. So yeah, away for 7 days. Hopefully the scapes will be okay. Let me know if you found any of that information useful, or do you have any tips yourselves for when you go away on vacation. And don't forget to leave a comment. What should I scape in that Aquascaper 300 cube? Betta, shrimp or dwarf puffer? Let me know. Okay guys, I'm gonna be away for a week now. I'm gonna have a complete digital detox hopefully, and when I get back I'm gonna be raring to go. Loads more videos, loads of content, loads of exciting projects coming up. I can't wait to show you all. Have a great week, keep on scaping, take care, cheerio.